I'm a 17-year-old with 200 quid in my bank account. No flight home for 3 weeks. I don't know anyone.
In a new country, at least you speak the language.
I feel like if I bring up America, I can't tell you guys. I can't speak about America without telling you guys like how I actually ended up in America. Because bearing in mind, I was living in a YMCA. I'm 17 at the time. I had no money, and then I ended up in America. And I was coming back on my visa. I probably spent like 9 months out there in total during that time. And yeah, it was so. Picture this, right? I've just got my first like biggest payment in ever. It was for like £600, and I'm like, well, I think I'm like 17 at this point. I've had like nothing my whole life.
Real money.
Really. I've never had like a good job that paid me any good, and I was like, sweet, 600 quid, I'm on it.
Yeah.
What should I do? Should I buy a computer and work on YouTube videos and try and grind, or
should I live indoors for 10 days?
Sorry?
Should I live indoors for 10 days?
Yeah.
I mean, you're rolling in that kind of cash.
Well, at the time I was speaking with some chick on Skype, right, from America, and flights were only like £350. So, like, what would you do in that situation? What are you buying a computer, or are you flying to America?
You're moving to America.
So you get the impression there's a sure thing in America.
Well, I've been speaking to them for like 2 weeks on video call, like. I was like, yeah. So I call them. I'm like, sweet, let's hook up. Let's do it. She's like, yeah, I can meet you. I'm like, fuck it. When should I come? She's like, yeah, come tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll book a flight right now. Come tomorrow.
That's how it happened,
bro. I get to New York, and I'm at the airport, and I'm waiting for this chick.
Oh,
and that's it, bro.
She never showed up.
I'm waiting for this chick.
Oh no!
And there's no chick there. And then I suddenly realized I'm a 17-year-old with 200 quid in my bank account. No flight home for 3 weeks. I don't know anyone.
In a new country, at least you speak the language.
You have fucked up. Yeah, at least you didn't like fly to South America.
How long into waiting were you like, oh no, like I don't have anywhere to live?
The oh no moment came about 2-3 hours in.
Oh,
and then they're like, oh shit, this isn't happening. Was like 7-8 hours of being at the airport, being like, no messages are delivering.
Hope she's not dead.
Did she just ghost you? That's the end of everything. You never caught up with her.
I'll come to that. So basically, at this point, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Right? Like, luckily, one of my homies had a manager who lived in New York. And I was like, bruv, please, can you hook me up with him? Can I just stay at his house or something? Like please. Guy's a legend. He lets me stay at his house for a couple of days. And obviously, after a couple of days of me just mooching about, smoking weed and that, he's like, bruv, like, you can't really stay in my house. Can you go somewhere else?
We're not friends.
I'm like, bro, I got no money. I'm like showing him my bank account. I'm like, bro, I got 200 fucking bucks. Like, what do? I already spent $50 on weed. I'm gonna.
You already bought weed.
So the guy says, look, if I book you a flight somewhere else, can you like support yourself while you're there? And I'm like, yes, I can. So I used to do like parkour and shit. So I had like a parkour friend in Boston.
A lot of money in that.
Yeah. So yeah. But I had a parkour friend in Boston. Gone to him. We've chilled together. We flew California, and I had a homie in California who I could cash in a favor from. But that's 2 flights I made this guy buy as well, and I'm very grateful. I've not even spoken to him since. So big love to that guy all them years ago. But yeah, I've landed in California. Just chilled for a bit, cashed in a favor from a homie, was about to fly home. Somebody's tweeted me, and they've said that there's a 420 party happening at their house. For 420, I'm not sick. I'm down for that. Sweet. I go to the house. Turns out in America, bruv, like, what are you guys doing? You call up an actual party a rager. And what we call a party, I mean, what you guys are calling a party, we call a social gathering, where it's just like 10, 15 people all chilling, smoking weed, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to some like big fucking party, and it was just like, yeah, it was cool anyways. I'm chilling. I wake up in the morning, and the guy's like, yeah, do you ever want to like move to California? Like, do you wanna chill here? Like, I'm like, right, like, yeah, of course, at some point. And he's like, yeah, well, bro, like, you can stay here for free anytime. I own this place. And he takes me to the balcony. He's like, yeah, I own this place. And I own this place. Yeah, stay here anytime. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Of course. Bro, I flew home the next day. Fucking sold all my shit.
So many bad decisions.
These are great decisions. You're totally wrong, Taylor. This guy's killing it.
And then, the chick actually did end up texting me, right? The chick was from New Jersey. No, she was from New York. Sorry, she's driven into New Jersey because I was at Newark. And when she's gone across the border, there was like a police check. They found loads of weed on her, and she got arrested, and she didn't get bailed out for like 2 days. And then she did eventually text me, but by that point, I think she didn't text me for like 6 days or something. And by that point, I was already in Boston. Yeah.
So you sold all your shit and then went and lived with this very generous gentleman who just
he just a free place to live in exchange for blowjobs.
Yeah, just a rich Californian fella who wanted a young little British man to live in one of his many states.
The guy was only like 21.
Damn, that's a lot of properties at 20. So what? How
sure
long
he worked hard for
did
them.
he let you stay there before he started asking you to leave?
No, he actually never asked me to leave. Yeah, what happened was after 3 months, I ended up going on Warped Tour. One of my homies was just like, "Yo, come on this fucking thing for the whole tour." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I came on the thing. I flew back to England afterwards because of my birthday, and while I flew back to England, my YouTube channel got deleted, and I only had like 30,000 subscribers at the time or something, but yeah, my channel got deleted, and I was like, "What? This doesn't make any sense." I'm like freaking out, getting off the plane. What the fuck? Turns out another guy had moved into the apartment. So there was like, me, the other guy, and this other guy, and the other guy was paying rent, and I wasn't. And while I've gone away, he's figured out that I wasn't paying rent. He's thinking that he's paying for my rent as well, even though he was only paying half, and the other guy's just taking the L on it. And yeah, he's gone on my computer at the house and fucking deleted my YouTube channel.
Oh no.
Yeah, because obviously the password is like stored in Google Chrome when you go into like settings and you just type in thing. You just
and your computer wasn't locked.
So I had to like speak to YouTube and get the channel back and shit, and it was long. So when I came back to Cali, I literally never went back there. I just left all my stuff there and was like, fuck that.
Damn. This is an exciting life. Like that's a lot.
This is cool, right?
Like
it's different, I guess. I mean, this is me when I was like young as well. I still kind of do all this shit.
Right, as opposed to now when you're quite old.
What were the times though that because I'm sure it was exciting and fun. What were the moments that kind of, if any, made you think like, how long can I keep doing this? Like, where am I heading with this? Like, with
the only time I ever
think
that is when people when I ask people like, oh, how old do you think I am? And they say somewhere like 30 or like 35 or something, even though I'm only 25. And I go, sweet, I can still have green hair until I'm like 30, 35. that's when I reckon that's when everything kind of stops.
Yeah. You late 30s, you shouldn't be having green hair anymore. Yeah. You'll have to mature and go to a different color. Still not natural.
It's been green for 8 years.
You don't have to mature. Taylor's wrong on that. You can be immature forever.
I'm actually at the point where I'm scared to change my hair color.
Oh?
Like, I feel like people would just think it's really weird. I've had green hair for 8 years.
It does look natural on you.
Yeah, I mean...
So when you met him, you thought that's probably his natural hair color?
Well, yeah, he just smokes a lot.
Yeah.
It's really, he's going to pop positive for every hair.
Can I see it with your hat off?
I'm gonna have really bad hat hair though. It's like 1 a.m. I've had a hat on all day.
I'm okay with that. I've accepted the risk.
All right, well, look, people will laugh at me because I've got mad hat hair, but
that's solid. Oh yeah, it looks better than you said it was going to.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
you comb the back forward.
Yeah, okay. Everything just goes forwards.
Maybe I'll get green hair or blue hair for the next blue
So that was my
season.
thought when I was younger. I was like, why can't I just have colored hair? And then I realized when you have colored hair, it just fades really fast. And you have to keep dyeing it all the time. But when you dye it green, it lasts for like 2 months.
Oh, all I see of like out in public, like it's generally girls that have like that like unnaturally red or unnaturally like green or blue. Like, and
I mean, the big thing in America right now is the
like,
girls with the like stripes down the front.
Yeah, and something like I saw a lady at the grocery store. They had like the whole thing done, and it's like if you're gonna have blue hair, you got to commit to the blue hair. You can't be fucking 5 weeks after your blue hair, like just a little tint of blue. You look ridiculous.
Taylor,
Like,
you're 100% right. You look like it. It's almost like bad hygiene to have poorly dyed hair. You gotta commit, like you said.
Yeah. Like if you're,
I mean, people will assume you have bad hygiene if your hair doesn't look on point every time as well. Like if it looks like half dyed and like, you know, a bit ropey, people will just assume you don't put effort into anything.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't put effort, I mean, even I'm thinking that if you don't put effort into like the first thing people see when they look at you, then like,
yeah,
I hear you.
yeah,